Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Dark Future Dice. We are on episode or chapter 2 of The Fast and the Furriest, our new Cyberpunk Red arc. I'm Lindsay and I play Lucky.
I'm Titus and I play Finn Diesel.
And I'm Pat and I'm the GM of this game. So, stick around at the end for some announcements and as well as just a chat, I guess. That was really stupid.
A one-sided chat because we're going to be talking at you.
Yeah.
But
A lecture.
Yeah.
lecture
For sure.
about why you made your life choices. No, just kidding.
So, to recap, last episode, you two, Finn and Lucky, were told that the Don of the Azarello family, Luciano Azarello, had found out that you two had been racing on the side, whereas for your own gains. Whereas that's a no-no. You're supposed to give everything you earn to a cut of it to the mob. But he gave you both a chance to make it right by racing for the mobs and in a big race called the 3 a.m. Rush. Then his favorite grandson Flavio gave you a cell phone and told you to keep an eye on it for a call tonight to let you know where the race is actually going to be. You kind of didn't have a great relationship with him, I guess, but seemed to have a better time talking to his uncle Joey, the bag Azarello. After that, you went to go get something to eat and witnessed a shootout between two cars, and you followed the winning car to a food court in Japantown. That car pulled up to another car with a very stylish, very attractive looking man sitting on the hood. You went up then and tried to charm.
And Bonnie.
Lucky. and Bonnie or Lucky went up to charm that man and didn't have a great job at it. Maybe it wasn't helped by Finn yelling, "Are you okay?" after you, and being kind of a hovering parent or a helicopter parent, sort of, even though you're not actually her dad. After that, you decided to go to the Warren, which is the home of the Cottontails, your nomad family, and just fuel up on some coffee after you realized that it was tonight, that the race was going to be tonight at 3 a.m. So you talked to the leader of your family, Petra Gain, who gave an emotional speech to you out of nowhere, and seemed very hopeful that this race was going to turn things around for your family. So after that, Finn, you got a phone call, and it told you, speech to text voice told you that to be at Studio City by Billy's Convenience.
So we're heading over there now.
So I'm gonna need you to do a roll to see. It's a local expert roll.
All both of us?
Yeah.
I got 12.
How does a 9 cut it?
Both of you had a mediocre, knowledge of this place. Not a great knowledge. So you're gonna have to drive around a little bit.
Oh my god.
To just get an idea of specifically where this race is. This Billy's Convenience.
I'm gonna ask Hatsumi Miku, our agent.
Yeah, why she could just locate
our
us.
car AI or virtual intelligence, just to give us directions to this place.
Sure. Okay. She says,
Billy's Convenience is located on 51st Street.
so you find out that it's right there in
Studio City.
kind of the heart of Studio City.
Mhm.
And you drive over there. You made pretty good time. It's probably 2:30-ish now, so you got a bit of time when you get there. But are you gonna try and stealth approach, or are you gonna try and
Are there other people there already?
do a perception? I guess that seems to me like you're not just driving right in there. You're gonna
A 10?
Yeah. What was that?
15 plus.
Yeah. Oh, I got the same thing. So 3.
25.
25.
Yeah, you got it.
Wow. So you see with almost, but not you threw your binoculars out the window basically.
No, I need
You
them.
didn't actually do that, but you didn't need them because you saw really well.
With your shark eyes.
What you see is like a street that would otherwise be pretty barren, filled with neon, and from the neon glow of.
Pretty hard to miss, almost.
Man.
I mean, if you did a bad one, you probably would have seen it too, but you just wouldn't have gotten a lot of
the
knowledge.
Hint. Yeah.
Right.
So you see the street bathed in neon from the bottom of tricked out cars lining the sides of the street, and you see kind of a lot of smoke, probably from cigarettes and stuff like that, from e-cigarettes, and people dancing on the tops of cars. People
Just picture
hanging
that
out.
montage in like Fast and Furious.
I don't know what you're talking about. What movie?
Do I recognize any of the cars?
So that was a killer perception. So you do recognize the very nice car that one of the Tiger Kings was sitting on. The one that Lucky was trying to woo. So you
Okay.
recognize that car. That's it.
I'm going to, I'm just going to say Lucky. I'm pretty sure the race is over there by all the cars and the people dancing.
Oh, yeah, cool. Yeah, I see
yeah.
now.
That's probably it. Hey, I also noticed the tiger claws. That guy's
Oh, shit.
over there too.
They're here? Oh,
Now,
I knew it.
I know you're too proud to apologize about what happened earlier. But
What? Why would I
just-
apologize?
What
Exactly.
I'm saying though is that not to harp on your approach, but it didn't really work out. I've got a bit of a plan though that I want to try.
The nerve.
But I'm gonna need you to just basically record a conversation that I have with Tiger Claw Man with your ears. Think you could do that?
You think you can keep your fists to yourself this time?
Yeah. This isn't a violent approach. This is a little bit of subterfuge.
Okay, sure.
So you're gonna park your car a distance away, I guess, and then you're gonna go up to it, or are you just gonna
let's just roll right
you're gonna
up.
roll right
roll
up?
right
Yeah.
up. Yeah, roll right up.
Okay, cool. So as you roll right up, some people take notice of your car. Did your car have like neon glow underneath it, or what is the style
We
again?
haven't got that yet.
No, we didn't get that.
So it's just kind
a
of-
racing stripe.
I'm taking notes though.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, we need. I knew we needed those chrome hubcaps.
Hubcaps.
Damn it.
So yeah, your car looks, I guess, a little less stylish than some of the other
Yeah.
people's cars here, but people, I guess, can hear the engine. They know there's some shit going on underneath
Yeah,
that
we got
hood.
some nice.
You roll up and you park at a. Where do you want to park? I guess I'll describe it a little further. So there's cars, like I said, cars lining the street, and then there's also, and so there's spaces there that you could maybe park. But then you see 4 cars lined up beside each other on this street, blocking the way through. And there's space for one more car.
So we'll park in
The
space
street?
for one more car.
Sure. Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
you are racers,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and the
Those are the other competitors, I guess.
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So yeah, as you roll up, everyone takes notice. You get out of the car, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm a shark, man. Get over it.
I like wink and nod at some people, do the finger guns, you know.
I'm just like, all right, Lucky, come on.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna go up to the Tiger Claw Man.
Okay. Sure. What do you say?
First, I'm gonna do a human perception. First, I'm gonna try to read the situation, and I hopefully won't fumble.
Okay. Cool.
It's not great. It's an 11 in total.
Okay, what you can gather is this person is he's just chilling. Like he's got a cool sort of demeanor, and he hasn't really taken. He glanced at you when you came in, but he hasn't taken like that much time to like really care. It seems.
All right, I'm just gonna get into it. At first I'll turn over to Lucky and just give her a look, like turn them ears on.
Just click a button on my head.
Yeah,
it starts recording.
Gonna say, hey, I feel like I owe you an apology for my behavior earlier. That wasn't really representative of who I am, and
I think this is a conversation. No,
yeah,
not yet
for sure. But you can get there at any point.
Yeah. Roll. I guess roll of conversation.
Okay. 17.
He goes, that your car?
I'm the mechanic for it. Yeah, it's team who let the zoo out?
Yeah. Remember that one.
He chuckles a little bit. And he goes like,
see?
What you running under there?
Oh, V8.
V8. I see what you're doing.
8 cylinders in that V shape.
Why do you sound like you don't know what you're talking about? Mechanic.
Yeah, I don't know. What a future engine.
Future engine.
Well, that's smart, keeping it tight-lipped. A lot of people would kill to know what's under my hood.
Yeah, I guess the reason why I went off like I did was, I know my friend mentioned we work for the mob, and the guy I work under, have you ever heard of a Flavio Azarello?
Let me see.
You might want to try calling him Flabio.
I have heard of this guy.
Yeah, anyway, he's kind of been filling my ears with all sorts of poison about the tiger claws. Says you guys are into some terrible shit. You know what I mean? Just all that stuff. And I recently heard that may not be true, and he may have been, exaggerating.
What, he's talking shit about the tiger claws?
Yeah.
I thought the mob was cool with us. Thanks for telling. Thanks for telling this to me.
Yeah. I guess I'm going to try to do a conversation to keep this going, to just try to get him to say something bad about Flavio. Just get him to say that. Yeah, just get him to I'm going to keep the conversation going on this topic until he says something like, that guy Flavio's an asshole or something like that. Okay, 20.
Wow. Okay.
You want to help with that too?
Yeah, I can assist. Like that Flavio, man, he's got something else coming.
No, we don't want your voice on the recording saying. Well, okay, yeah, edge him on, and we'll edit around it. Yeah, okay, it's perfect.
Well, either way, we could just tell Flavio that we were trying to get him to say something.
No, we'll just cut it out of context and say that they said that unprompted.
That Flavio guy's got something else coming. What a weasel.
Yeah, he calls himself the face, but I mean, like,
what
the
butt
a joke.
Face.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the guy's a joke. I mean,
yeah.
Walks around like he's king shit, like he owns the mob. Everyone knows that he's just daddy's little boy, and he does all the heavy lifting. It's, we
had to work for ourselves. Why is this fucking rich, like Richie Rich asshole get to come out?
I think we got the take, but
and tell us how to do our jobs.
Okay.
I mean, no one tells me what the fuck to do.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, it seems like, we're going to be racing, you're going to be racing. And, I just wanted to say, no beef and, just me the best.
Unless you're into that.
man or animal or vegetable win this race. And yeah, I hope we're cool.
Sure. Yeah, I guess we're cool. I didn't catch your names.
My name is Finn Diesel.
I'm Lucky. Here's my number. And I give him the number of the burner phone.
You don't have... Okay.
Great, so I'm going to be the secretary in this little dalliance. That's perfect.
Yeah, he takes it, I guess.
We really need to get you your own phone, Lucky. Yeah.
He says, I'm Case Johnson,
Case. Nice
Yeah.
knowing you.
Kind of thought.
racing for the Tiger Claws. You probably already knew that.
Yeah, I
mean,
could
you
tell
definitely
from
already
the
knew that.
the jacket.
For sure.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, I guess I'll see you on the road.
See you on the road.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll describe a little bit more of what you see after you've had this conversation. You see the other 4 cars. So his car is red, like his jacket, like it's
Oh, like our car.
yeah, but kind of like more of a deeper like
Maroon.
maroonish red.
Okay.
And it has the Tiger Claw insignia on like the gas cap. It has big spoiler, red neon lights, and
It's got a pretty. Is it like a race car body?
it's not it's a
not
Japanese
Right.
sports car.
Yeah.
Kind of something close to like a Toyota Supra or a Mazda RX-7 or something. And it has like chromed out wheels. The other people that you see are you see a kind of androgynous looking person who is very stylish, has like straight edge kind of mirror shades. Looking very kind of relaxed and just talking to a girl with like glow sticks around her neck and stuff like that. Their car is looking a little less kind of expensive, I guess. It's looking kind of run down. It's got some scratches on it and has but is basically a similar model to yours. It's a 2-door sedan, Japanese make. Then you see a person do a perception on this one, actually.
16.
Great. Okay.
25.
Great. So you see, you both see this, but I guess you see it in more detail, Lucky. You see a man that looks the spitting image of Sylvester Stallone.
Okay.
Big, bulky,
How old?
Bigger than
Stallone?
Finn.
a younger Stallone.
Like a Rocky era Stallone?
Yeah, like a Rocky 3 era Stallone.
Oh wow, peak
And-
Stallone.
Peak Stallone.
Peak Stallone.
Yeah. And he's kind of looking a little bit vapid. You see this on his face. He's looking a little bit
Like
vapid,
1,000
kind of
yard
staring off
stare,
into
yeah.
the distance.
It's kind of a Stallone look, though.
Yeah. He's nailing it. Right. I forgot to describe Stallone's car. It's kind of more chunky. It's a bit bulkier. It's a sedan. No spoiler. Instead, it has you can kind of see the engine starting to peek out of the hood.
Like the muscle car look.
Kind of like a muscle car, but not on an American muscle car. It's on kind of like a more standard kind of like a Pontiac sedan. And then you see another person with a digital mask on their face that has kind of like a digital display of like a smiley face, and he's sitting on a black car with that has just completely tinted windows, has a very minimal as far as style concerned.
It's
Other
just
than
sleek and black. is what
yeah,
I'm
very
picturing.
sleek. Very it's kind of also a Japanese sports car, and yeah, looking very. He's just kind of chilling. No one's talking to this
No.
person. You also see, this is a big scene, sorry. You also see a very stylish looking woman who's kind of standing on top of a car, one of the cars parked to the side, basically counting money.
Wow. Okay.
What do you do next? You get the impression that Case is kind of trying to get psyched for the race now and isn't really into talking.
Yeah.
I
I'm
think
just gonna say Case Johnson, huh? I just
Case Johnson.
wasn't expecting Case Johnson in an Asian mob, but I guess things are
Could be a
it's
fake
a lot
name.
different
It
than
could be
when
a
I
fake
was
name.
when
Yeah.
I was a little pup.
Do you think that woman counting money is the person we got to talk to?
Yeah, we probably got to give her some cash.
Yeah.
I'm hoping this race better not be for more than 4,000 euro bucks, or we
'cause
are
that's all we
boned.
got.
Yeah, 4,080 to be exact.
Mhm.
All right, we'll just go up to the woman counting money.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Hey,
great.
we need to put our money down. What's the
Take.
sitch? What's the take?
She says, "Who you racing for?"
We are team
Azarellos.
Who Let the Zoo Out.
No. What gang?
Azarellos.
Yeah, those. Yeah.
Azarellos. Okay, yeah. A Flavio already put in your cut.
Oh, sweet.
Oh.
Okay.
Each gang has to buy in a decent
Yeah.
amount of cash.
Okay.
10,000 euro bucks for the first race.
$10,000. All right.
That's
well,
because
we
you
better
two
put
are.
our money where our mouth is.
That's because you two are noobs. That's because the mob hasn't participated yet. The older people, the older racers,
Vets.
they get the vets get a cheaper cut.
I see.
Who organizes this?
That's me,
You just organized the whole thing?
Crystal Infinity. Well, I mean, you don't need to know who else. But as far as who you need to talk to about these races, that's me.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. We're just talking here. Like, there's nothing wrong with just, mentioning perhaps who runs this. I mean, I know it's not just you, right? Like,
Why are you getting aggressive again?
I'm gonna try persuade conversation. What would this be?
I don't know what you're trying to do.
You don't have to persuade. It's conversation.
Okay. 14.
Okay. She says you haven't participated yet, so I get it. It might be a little weird to you, but the gangs all organized this from a long time ago. These races have been happening for years now, and I'm just the latest person running the show.
How does the peace get kept with all these different gangs here together like this?
Well, we go by a code. This is hollow ground. As long as these cars are parked here, as long as we're racing,
Hollow ground?
it's hollowed ground.
Hallowed?
Hallowed ground.
It's just your accent, okay? Don't
It's my accent, okay?
Okay.
As long as people are racing here, as long as we're gathered together, there's no fighting amongst us. There's no shooting. There's no punching. None of that shit.
And you're an intermediary? You don't represent any of the gangs here, or what?
No, that's right. That's why we keep it civil. I hold the money. I organize the races, make sure everything's kept fair, and I get a small cut.
Of course, everyone's got to get a taste. I appreciate you explaining this to a noob like me, Crystal. If indeed I did know your name,
You
or
did.
if I just
Yeah.
pulled it
Oh
out
wait,
of...
yeah, I
no,
did.
she
I introduced
introduced
All right,
myself. Yeah.
fantastic. That's way less creepy.
All right. So since you're new, I'll give you a little bit of the rundown on what to expect.
Oh,
Okay.
That's fantastic.
So like I said, no fighting on the tracks. You get caught fighting, you're fucking out. While we're
I don't
we're
even know
racing.
how to fight.
Okay.
Oh my
well,
God.
I sincerely doubt that.
Whatever.
Based on
I'm practically
those-
a choir boy.
Sure. You're working for the mob and you're a choir boy. The winner of each race gets the full take of that buy-in. With obviously, subtract my cut. Each race, you'll get a call the day of. Then you'll get another call telling you where it is. Off the tracks, anything goes. I can't stop gangs from fighting off the tracks. I can't stop you two. We're not getting involved in that. This is outside of that.
Mm.
This is turf stuff.
That's right.
Yeah, but on the hollowed ground.
While racing... Shut up. While racing, there's no shooting. There's no attacking the other cars. You can do a little ramming or whatever, but if I see any of that shit, you're out. That includes mounted guns, weapons attached to your car, anything like that. You can use any stuff, that kind of shit to do other stuff, but if you use it to attack another car, you're done. Other than that, anything goes.
Is there like markers that we have to meet, or how do you? How's the course laid out?
Yeah.
How do we know where the race is?
Oh yeah, you'll see the signs. There's flares at every corner telling you where to turn. Other than that, you have to see it as you go.
Okay. Well, thank you very much.
All right.
Hope to talk to you soon. Okay, bye.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Well, I think that went pretty well. So, what have we learned? Point A, our car needs some definite accessorization. Because, I mean, everyone's game here in terms of pimping out their rides is it's A class, you know?
We've learned that we don't have to put our money down on the race. So that's something.
It's not great, though, because...
No.
Yeah, that's the mob's money that we're
racing on.
Yeah. But, you know, maybe we got to figure something out with that, basically. And getting that recording was a first step, I think.
What is your plan with that exactly?
I don't know if I want to, reveal that right.
Excuse me?
Okay, Are
we partners or what?
Basically, what I'm thinking is Flavio hates my guts.
Yes.
He wants me dead.
Understandably.
But if we can direct his anger over to another party, then and make this about, some kind of perceived rivalry with some other gang, then he may throw resources at us as a matter of pride, essentially. This is what I'm thinking.
I'm following.
And is less likely to kill us because now it's personal. And, if I want to get him personally invested in our racing, And I figure the best way to do that is to take the lightning rod of hate away from my shark face and onto this Asian gang.
I see.
What do you think of that? Is that all right?
I think that's a pretty good idea.
Yeah, I thought it was too.
I knew there was a good reason that I kept you around.
Yeah. I just kind of, saying it out loud, in some ways it's kind of like, one of them things where, maybe I'm angering the gods and they're preparing against, my plans or something, but...
Gods. If there were gods, they left this place ages ago.
Yeah, that's true. It's a good point, Lucky. Yeah, so, pimp the car and...
Don't lose.
Don't lose. Well, I think this time... with that plan that we have, is like stay alive. This is our first, we want to win, but I think the main thing is we got to get a feel for this, and that way we can bring that knowledge going forward.
All right, teacher Finn. Thanks for the lecture.
Hey,
you're ready?
Welcome.
Yeah, androgynous person with light tattoos and mirror shades comes up to both of you, introduces themselves, and says, "Hey, fellow racers, I'm Magnus Blitz."
Hi,
Hey.
First polite person I've seen here today.
Yeah, I mean, it's a pleasure, Magnus.
Yeah, I mean, it's always nice to see some fresh faces in here. I mean, it's been a while since we've had some big money come in, and I guess
Yeah, I guess.
when it rains, it pours.
Big money.
What are they talking about?
I don't know.
Um,
Don't look at me.
Okay, hold on a second. I'm gonna roll for Magnus. Magnus notices that you're a little confused and says, "You see, I'm talking about that guy over there." And they gesture to the person with the digital kind of mask.
Oh yeah. Let me just see if I remember him /
concentration.
have any local knowledge of him, or perhaps have some wisdom that came from my time on the streets. Which one of those would
Wisdom.
Streetwise.
Sorry, streetwise.
Oh, okay. That's good, because that's the one I'm the best at. 17.
Wow, that's pretty good. So the way that this is going to work is using your streetwise, you determine that he isn't like from around here. You've combed your knowledge of all the people that you might think would look like this guy and would have this kind of rep and big money, as Magnus had said. And you're like, this person's not from Night City.
So, what's their deal? I mean, they some kind of weekend driver corp or something?
He came in here, said that he was driving for some gang that no one's ever heard of, Acid Blades, and says they're one of the biggest gangs in the East Coast, but no one's ever heard of them, and just dropped a ton of cash. And obviously, by scoping out his vehicle, it's got some shit going on under that hood, and it's got, it's expensive. Let's just say that.
Of course, money gets you everywhere, doesn't it?
Acid Blades.
Acid Blades. Have I ever heard of them?
Well, I'll just count the other roll. No, you haven't.
Oh. Sounds kind of made up.
It's fucking fishy, right?
Hey.
What?
Just don't talk like that around me.
Oh my God, he takes offense to the fishy remark. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
super
I don't
sensitive about the
appreciate
fish
that
thing.
being used
Listen,
as a term of,
it's sketchy. How about that?
That's fine. I'm not an artist.
They laugh.
I just roll my eyes.
Yeah. So then Magnus says, yeah, first it's him, then you guys coming in here.
Well, don't think we're on that level. We're not. We're nothing like.
Yeah, but you're driving for what I heard it was the mob or something.
Yeah, you've ever heard of the
Azarellos.
Azarello? Like, who are you driving for?
I'm driving for.
Let me check my notes.
I'm driving for the piranhas.
Well, just because we're from different camps doesn't mean we can't be friends. You seem like a pretty cool person. Everyone so far has been at least a little bit cold to us.
Standoffish,
Yeah. Some people have been downright hostile. I had to chase a couple assholes off of her
Oh
earlier.
my God, that's not even true. Don't listen to him. I can hold my own, okay?
She can,
I
but
may look small and furry and cute, but I'm packing.
it's fine. You were just reading the situation wrong.
I think you were.
Do a conversation roll, both of you.
21.
21. They are definitely charmed by this banter, and
Because I got 14.
and are just kind of laughing at the two of you a little bit, but kind of with you as well. And says, yeah, you two seem all right. All right, mob aside, we all have people we work for. Like my crew with piranhas. They don't give a shit about these races. I mean, look at my fucking car.
I'm gonna use my tech land vehicle on their car.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at their car.
Okay.
24.
Wow.
24. Wow, that's really good.
You see everything.
Yeah, so you can see that this car is beaten up. It's taken a few side swipes. There isn't much attention put into the body repair. So it's the kind of thing where you can tell it's still operational and it has kind of the parts where it needs to have them, but other than that, it's looking it's been neglected somewhat as far as like style and everything like that goes. So it's seen a lot of, I guess, with a tech like that, you can assume
But
a lot of races.
It's not like shabbily built though. Clearly, it's kind of like it can take all
Banged
the damage. Yeah.
It's banged up. I mean, it seems like it's not shabbily built, but it's being like
it's not
held together by like tape. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
how much would it cost to fix this?
I don't know. I mean, probably a few thousand. So
couple
it's
hundred
it's So it's kind of clear that like
That's like if they went to a mechanic. I'm just talking like raw.
oh,
How much work would could I fix this?
you could potentially fix it. It would take you some time.
Yeah, I'm obviously not before this race.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering.
It's one of those
I think
luxury
it's not damage
things on your rolls.
It's not damage it's not damage that you couldn't fix. It's pretty it's pretty surface value damage, but besides that, you can also tell that it doesn't have like the top of the line parts. Like and so you kind of get the idea that that's what they're talking about when they talk about look at my car. Like funding isn't there for this car. And they say I've been participating in these races for I don't know like 5 years or something like that. You know, I win some, I lose some, but my gang, you know, they're more interested in partying and in I love to get smashed on some Smash, if you know what I mean. But
Not
like,
really. My body's a temple.
I
But
get
you know,
I
to each their
get
own.
you.
But I mean, okay, that's to which his own, right?
Yeah.
But like
You know,
they just don't give a shit about they don't give a shit about anything, I guess. And I guess the other cars are kind of outpacing me, I guess. But I'm sitting here with my sob story. What are you guys? What are you running?
Toyota.
yeah. V8
Sure.
V8 engine.
V8 engine. Yeah.
Tomato juice, we call it.
Yeah, we call it clamato. Tomato juice. 13 vegetable. No, we got, you know, it's basically I'm the mechanic. I've been fixing up this vehicle.
Nice.
My kind of thing. Yeah.
Okay, well, I mean, watch out for the two racers that are gonna. I mean, I'm not your problem. It's
Right.
that guy over there.
The guy from the Acid Blades.
The guy from the Acid
And
Blades.
who's the other one I should
And,
watch out for?
He's from the Tiger Claws.
Case Johnson.
Yeah, I saw you were talking to him earlier.
Yeah.
So watch your back. So he's one of the kind of more new people. And then there's Stanley over there. I don't know if you have to worry about him. He's kind of not the best racer. I think
Which one's Stanley?
the one that looks like Stallone, like Sylvester Stallone.
So he got all that work done and he went with the name Stanley? Like he wouldn't even,
Like
it's
he
not even
doesn't
gonna be
know
a
who
sly
Stallone
or,
is?
He's part of the Rambos, as you probably guessed.
I see.
The
Booster Gang.
no, the
was that Rambo's? Was he Stanley Rambo? I thought it was John Rambo or something. Where does he get the name Stanley from?
each person in that poser gang has to have their name start with ST, and you kind of run out after a while.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not. I mean, they're not the
It's not
brightest.
the worst possibility,
you know?
I guess. Yeah.
They're not the brightest, and so I feel like they kind of took the wrong naming convention. But who am I to tell them how to do all that kind of shit? But yeah, they you don't have to worry so much about them. It's more of Case, and I think the guy with the digital mask, I think he's going by Neon. And do a perception on this person.
A neon? How can we? We can't even see their face.
Yeah.
Right?
You don't, not a human perception.
Just a
Just a perception.
Well, that's 11 for me.
15.
This guy has covered every bit of his face that he can. Has this kind of digital, like I said, a digital mask that has a smiley face on his display. He's got a really slick jacket with a lot of like metal studs on it, and is kind of just sitting on his car, looking as alone as you can be, I guess.
I'm going to nonchalantly try to use my conceal reveal item or whatever, just to see if there's anything hidden on this car, like hidden compartments or anything, or something like a panel that might open.
Yeah.
Anything like that, essentially. 16.
You don't see much. I mean, it's pretty. It looks like a pretty standard racing car. The things that you do notice about it is, it kind of what you saw before. It's because of the tinted windows. It's pretty hard to kind of get a glimpse of inside, and it's a very buttoned up kind of car. What you can get from it is like it's designed to conceal.
Okay.
Right. So after that conversation, Magnus goes back to their car and says, "Good luck out there."
Yeah, I mean, maybe we could hang out sometime after a race or something.
Sure. Hit me up.
Use our number, I guess.
Right.
How else?
Yeah. They pass their number to you.
Sweet. I give them my number, I'll use the burner phone actually, because
You don't know when.
I trust these people organizing the race more than I trust the mob I work for right now.
Yeah.
Basically, is where I'm coming from.
Okay, cool. Do you two want to do anything one last thing before the race? I'll give you that chance.
I guess I'll ask our agent in the car if there's any references in the data terms or anything on the basic net, I guess, of a gang called Acid Blades.
Okay. I feel like I should do a roll for that.
Sure.
Yeah.
So, the agent says,
Acid Blades, a gang known in the East End for stealing cars. This gang has grown in recent history since 2045.
other than that, there's a surprisingly scarce amount of information.
That's still pretty revealing.
Okay.
Stealing cars.
So, Crystal, who has kind of like slouched down on the car or kind of sat on the roof after you two left, stands up again and just goes, okay. And she's like, she lights a flare, and says, everybody listen up. We're getting ready to do the race now. She says it really cool too.
Yeah.
If I could, I would.
Get your motors revving.
And she says, yeah, get in your fucking cars. Let's do this thing.
Yeah, we're
Let's
in.
do it, yeah.
Everyone
We have
gets in
like
their car.
a ritual before a race.
We chant, shark bait, hoo ha ha, shark bait, hoo ha ha, shark bait, hoo ha ha.
Okay. Sure.
You chant shark bait. Ooh, ha.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like that's very shark-centric.
Well, you're the shark and I'm the bait.
Oh, okay. Shark bait.
Yeah.
Man, that's what we should have called our fucking team.
Oh, well, we could change it.
Next time you're like, we're racing. Our team is shark
Damn
bait.
it should have been shark bait, not who let the zoo out. That's ridiculous. We look like a bunch of chumps.
We went with my first roll.
It was okay, whatever.
As you get in your car and start it up, you hear all the other engines start and rev, and for a minute it is just this
Noise.
roaring sound, like 100 lions or something, just raging and getting ready to do this race. And then above it all, you hear Crystal on a megaphone yelling, 3, 2, 1, go! And you choose to
We peel
do
out.
a
Roll.
driving roll.
There was a fumble.
was a
Immediate
Fumble?
Yeah.
Okay.
What
Roll again.
happens when I fumble?
Roll again and take it off your roll.
-7. So I have 16 usually. That's 9.
So yeah, you did not do super good in off the finish line. Basically, everyone else pulls ahead
Yeah.
of you, and you can see that in first right now is is the black
Case.
car,
Oh, really?
which is Neon.
Neon.
Driven by Neon. Second place is Case, and third is Magnus, and fourth is Stallone. Stanley. Maybe I should have called him
yeah, I
Stallone.
should've just called him Stallone.
I thought Stanley was funnier. Okay, so you have a hard right coming up
almost immediately.
almost immediately. You see the other two, the other four go to take it. Go ahead and roll once you get up to it.
That's better. 7 plus 16. 23.
Okay, so yeah, you take it no problem, and but you don't catch any ground on the two leads who also pull really good turns. You do catch a bit of a lead on Magnus's car, and you see that Stanley's car has hit the guardrail, basically.
It's already down for the
Not hard, but just kind of stopped for a minute as you hit. So you passed Stanley. So yeah, you're coming up to a straightaway.
Then we have kind of like a drift turn.
Yeah, you got a drift turn coming up. It's basically a hairpin turn, which is a difficult turn to pull off. And you're kind of gaining on Magnus right now. Basically, bumper.
Bumper to bumper.
Your like bumper is close to his back bumper. You can try and pull a maneuver or just a straight up driving roll to see if you just like even shift better.
Just on the straight
to see if you can
part?
pass. Yeah, on the straightaway. I'm gonna roll for Magnus.
5. Not enough, I don't think.
Magnus just manages to just keep it ahead.
lead,
You know, they're obviously driving their asses off right now. Okay, so you're coming up to that hairpin turn now.
5.
Okay.
16. It's 21.
You see Neon's car do an amazing drift. Just flawless
That asshole.
drift around this corner. And close behind, you see Case just kind of gaining, but losing a little bit of ground now because their drift was good,
But it wasn't as good.
but it wasn't great.
I'm
And
going
then
to use a tech.
Okay.
Is that driver skill, or is there something more going on this perfect turn, essentially? 20.
wow. Okay, so it's nothing concrete that you can get from it, but with that good of one, you get like the hint that it's like almost mechanical how well this person's driving. Like it's really really good, and yeah, seems suspiciously good.
Unnatural.
And then yeah, like I said, close behind Case is there, and also Magnus pulled off a pretty good turn as well. Your turn, you managed, you didn't spin out or anything, but it's not as good as Magnus, who did a pretty good one. So and do a perception for me, both of you, I guess.
4, so 11.
9, so 19.
Do you see in the review mirror that Stanley has recovered and is starting to get back in the race, but he's still pretty far away, not gaining on you yet.
This is important information to share with Lucky.
Okay, it's just still in the race. So yeah, you're coming up on another turn here on a left.
2.
Give your total.
18.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Is there any way that I could, like, I don't know,
Help? Yeah.
What do you want to do? Will you have any
No.
plans
Yeah.
for it? Like maybe
divert power to the wheels? That's not a thing. That's nothing.
it's not a thing.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, nothing you can do right now to help. If you want to, like, the things that you can do is you can hit the NOS.
No, it's not time for that. I'm going
spot
to
stuff.
I'm
You
going to
can
just
fix-
try to use perception, I guess. to just figure out people's weaknesses.
Okay.
I guess I'm just looking for any of the drivers
Edge,
and
yeah.
and any weaknesses that they may have. So that's 18.
18. So you can tell that Case's weakness is, I guess, the car that he's driving is light bodied, and same kind of goes with Neon, but his car is a little harder to figure out because like I said, it's very kind of shaded and it's hard just see what's going on underneath there. There could be armor, there couldn't be, but with Case you can tell there's not really any reinforcements on the chassis or anything like that. With Magnus, you can tell that it's not for lack of stability. The car is kind of able to take a few hits, but speed is a real problem, and it's kind of got a problem. Based on that tech, you can kind of notice that if there was NOS in there, it would already be used.
Is this like a multi-lap race, or is this just...
It's a 1 lap.
1 lap, okay. So I'm going to just relay this information to Lucky. I'm like, I think we can take Case out with a well-timed swipe. I don't know what to do about Robot Man. Mr. Robot, Dr. Robot at the front. I'm going to keep my eyes out, but we're just going to have to outrun Magnus.
All right.
Okay.
But that's a speed issue, I guess.
Yeah.
So you took that turn pretty roughly. It wasn't great. And another flawless turn from Neon. A really good turn for Case, but Magnus's was okay. It was a little better than yours, but and then you see that Stanley, after you do your turn, Stanley really fucks it up again and kind of swerves a little bit and has to fishtail and get back in.
Is that guy drunk?
It's just not a good racer. Okay, so now you got one more. You got another left coming up here.
There we go, a 9. 9 plus 16. It's 25.
Okay, both Case and Neon do pretty nice kind of drifts around the corner, but each of them kind of almost lose it a little bit near the end. And then you see Magnus kind of their car does a nice turn at first, but then does kind of lose it and go almost all the way sideways. And you're able to do a nice kind of drift right around them. And pull in ahead of them.
Magnus, yeah.
And then Stanley does kind of a mediocre turn as well behind you.
How far behind us is Stanley?
They're dragging they didn't pass Magnus, so now they're two positions behind you. So yeah.
Yeah. Still in last.
So coming up here, Titus, roll a perception.
Fumble.
Oh no.
Take off 10.
Oh my god, what?
So it's I don't know, it's way negative.
That's the second time
It's way
this
negative.
happened
You're
today.
seeing the speed lines at this point. You're just kind of
You don't
it's
see
a
anything.
blur, and you're tunnel vision almost. You can't perceive what's going on up ahead of you, and you don't even notice who's in first and who's in second or anything like that. I guess you can do a perception
try.
too. It's going to be harder.
Crit. 11. 17.
Okay.
Or 18.
What you see, because it was such a good perception, you see kind of almost around this corner, and you see that there is a pinch point where two cars cannot drive beside each other.
Right.
What's the thing that's pinching us?
It's some road work. So there's
construction.
there's a what do you call it? A bulldozer and some pylons and stuff like that, kind of blocking the way. So now, you gotta make this corner.
Turn. 5. So that's 21.
You are starting to gain on Case, whose turning has kind of lost it a little bit on this one. Similar to last time, there's this starts off as a decent turn, but I think as Case sees the construction, it kind of bug out a little bit, and does a little bit of a swerve, and your turn, and your turn was pretty good. It was not great, but it was like on par. So you're kind of gaining on Case a little bit, but Neon again did a really sweet turn.
Of course, we don't need to hear what Neon's doing. They're just winning.
Okay, I'm gonna do a quick couple rolls for Chase and Neon to make sure. Sorry, Case and Neon. Chase would have been better, wouldn't it? Case and Neon to see if they can avoid these pylons. Okay, so Neon narrowly misses these pylons.
Wow.
And kind of hits one, like just a little bit with the back of his tire, whereas Case does hit a couple pylons, doesn't hit anything bigger, rough, but does hit some like of the gravel and stuff like that, and slows down a little bit because of that. Now it's you two. See if you can avoid this.
4 plus 16, so 20.
Yeah, you avoid this flawlessly, and are neck and neck now with Case. Like after you get out of this, after the choke point, you coming up to this turn here, you're neck and neck. So
I'm gonna be like, his algorithm can't handle the pylons.
Sure, it's an algorithm-based racer.
Okay, let's. You're coming up to this next turn coming up here.
Yes, 8 and 16. That's 24.
Wow. Okay. Cool. Neon nails it.
Of course.
I'm not even gonna bother explaining that one.
What else is new?
But behind you, sorry, actually, Case doesn't. Like, Case swerves a little bit, and it goes sideways, kind of like Magnus did before.
Yeah.
Magnus also struggles pretty hard with it, and Stanley crashes again.
So, do we pass Case is what I need to know.
Does Stanley crash into them? Where does Stanley crash?
Into the pylon.
Stanley's behind Magnus. I'm giving this like maybe I should do it like second by second, but I'm going each character. So after you've passed, you can see in the review mirror Stanley crashed. So yeah, let's describe how this goes down. So you just outside of the pylon, you breeze past Case's back bumper and are neck and neck. You both go up to the turn, and Case looks over and catches your eye for a second, and
I go like,
and Case is just kind of confused, and you do the turn, and you fucking nail it.
Yeah.
And then you see Case's car just like smoke come out of the tires, and it's obviously burning way too much rubber, and goes sideways, and then you pass right by him.
Nice.
And he recovers, but is now trailing behind you. And Titus, while all that's happening, do a perception roll.
14.
I think that's good enough. You see, I'll give you this actually. You see what looks like an alley, but I'm gonna need you to do another perception because it wasn't a great perception, to see if it's like traversable in a car.
15.
You see an alleyway that cuts two major turns. And I'm gonna have to roll to see if anyone else sees it.
Yeah.
You see Case. I'm sorry, Neon. Go for this alley as well. And right behind you can see that Case is caught on too. But the other two haven't made it around the corner in time to see you three go down it. But so they it looks like they're not hip to it.
We take the alley, right?
All right.
Yeah.
As soon as you make this next turn, get a clear path and use the NOS.
Okay, cool. So let's do this turn. It's coming up here out of this alleyway.
Here we go. 6 plus 16. It's 22.
The other two, first Neon, you see them pull a pretty decent turn out of this place, and then
Almost mechanically.
it's not perfect. It's not a perfect turn.
Well, computers aren't perfect.
And after and then you closely behind, not close, but like a fair distance behind, you do another nice fish tail out of this place. Sorry, fish tail. Drift out of this place.
Thank you.
I guess.
I drift out of this alleyway.
Yeah.
And now you're
Gaining
like
on 'em.
about you're gaining on them, but they've got a decent lead. And after that, Case comes out with a decent turn as well, so he's kind of gaining on you. And the other two are basically too far up behind for you to see how they're doing.
they've lost it.
They're not in this anymore.
Not in this.
Yeah, it seems like it's come down to you three. So you're on the straightaway.
So wait, no, right out of the turn,
Yeah.
we were going to hit the
Nos.
Nos.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah.
How does that work? Roll for Nos? I don't know.
I think that would be a good. You just have to hit a button,
Yeah.
but I think you should do a little tech to see how good you juice this Nos on this car.
Ooh. That's a good juicy
Juicy
of
Nos.
25.
Oh,
Okay.
we are speeding.
You're gonna have to roll to keep control of the car. I think after that.
What?
Fumbled.
No way.
Fucking fumbled.
No, really.
Oh, I only lose 1 point. Though.
Okay.
So it's 15. It's Harry.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ooh.
So, you hit the Nos, and it's so much power that you kind of weren't expecting it. That it just like you
Too juicy.
the
Too
back
juicy.
of your the back of your head goes into the back of your seat, and you're pushed so far back that your hands kind of
barely are on the
can
wheel.
barely hang onto the wheel for a second, and you swerve, and that loses some of the speed that you gained from that Nos. And
It's not enough to close the distance. I
it's
guess.
not enough to close the distance. Basically it's not enough to pass.
No.
But you are like
Pretty close.
your bumper is like lining up with the back bumper of Neon at this point. They're driving. You can't maybe do a tech to see if you can tell if he's hit the Nos or not.
10.
Ooh.
16.
Wow.
So,
Plus 16.
I mean, it's 30 something.
32.
Yeah.
Wow, that's extremely good for just
Yeah.
testing whether he hit the
Yeah, I'm
Nos.
so glad that came there.
I'm sorry. So he definitely hit the Nos, and you can tell that, and you can tell that it's also an extremely juicy Nos, close to like what you just did. And if you hadn't swerved, you might have caught like
Even. Yeah.
caught even, but you also don't know if maybe he's got another shot under there. Like, but you suspect that with that good old roll, that you suspect that there's enough Nos in that car to blow himself up,
As they say.
as they say. And behind you, you start to see Case is really
Gunning.
dragging at this
Yeah.
point.
Oh, yeah.
He too hit the Nos, but didn't
Didn't get
didn't
the
nail
juicy
it.
Nos.
God, I hope there's some money for second place.
Well, we have a little bit.
No, they said winner takes all. Didn't
Yeah.
they?
No,
Winner
no.
takes
I'm
all.
saying we have a little bit of road left to make a decision of what we want to do here.
Yeah, what do you want
Bumper
to do?
Bumper. We could try and sideswipe. We could try to hit the Nos again.
I don't know if we have 2 shots of Nos.
I don't even know either. It doesn't say. Actually, does it say?
No, I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure.
One. I think
We got
it's just
one Nos.
You got one shot.
Sideswipe?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, it's a maneuver. You
It's
got
a
to do.
maneuver.
Is it against the rules?
No,
No.
you can do a little rubbing. Rubbing is racing, as they say.
7.
7.
Minimum
Okay,
plus 60.
It's successful. Let's see if. Oh, okay. They do. Sorry.
Fuck you, Neon.
I'll just look at the dice. I'm not cheating. I swear.
Whatever.
That's a
I
9.
don't want to see it.
How are you doing this?
Okay, so
So close, but
you hit
so
him on the bumper,
Mm.
and I mean, he's gonna swerve a little bit,
But it wasn't enough.
but it wasn't enough, and so you're both racing at breakneck speeds, and you
guess
start to see the lights
the
of all
finish
the
line.
neon cars approaching you as you approach the finish line. And right as you pass the finish line, you two are just like,
It's like a photo finish.
it's almost photo finish. He's got a couple feet on you.
Oh, that's not a photo
So he's
finish.
clearly won it.
He clearly won, but you almost had him.
Almost had him. Oh, we almost had him.
As you pass, you just see some some fucking smoke bombs kind of go off. Not like bad smoke bombs, good
No,
smoke bombs,
yeah, like
celebratory
the
smoke bombs.
Yeah.
And everyone's taking pictures and stuff like that. And you have placed
So
second in one of the most dangerous,
Lucrative
most
races. Yeah.
lucrative races in all of Nice City, the 3 a.m. rush. Okay, that does it for episode chapter 2 of Dark Future Dice, Fast and the Furious. Hope you're enjoying this. I'm very nervous about my first time GMing a full game.
You're doing
but
great.
Thank you.
Don't worry.
Thanks. And if you want to go check out more of the work that we do, you can go check it out at rocketadrift.com. We have a couple games. One you can buy, Order a Pizza. It's already out. And the other one is Raptor Boyfriend, a high school romance.
Video games, we should say.
Yes, video games.
Not
That's important.
ttrpgs.
An important clarification. Yeah. Video games that you can go and buy. Raptor Boyfriend, a high school romance, is a dating sim where you can date a raptor, Bigfoot, and a fairy girl. Check out our Steam page and throw us a wish list if you're interested.
I want to thank our Patreon producers, Zetz and Christian Fish. There's a lot of great rewards on our Patreon if you're interested, including getting the episodes early access to them. So, yeah, thanks to all our patrons, of course. And check it out at patreon.com/rocketadrift.
And if you are interested in following us, you can do so at Twitter, at rocketadrift, where we have all our updates on our podcast and our video game. Or you can come on over to our Discord. It's a public server, so you can find us under Dark Future Dice Pipe Rocket Adrift on there, and you can come theorize with fans and talk about the show there as well.
There was a couple of NPCs I named after some of the members of the community. Magnus is named after Magnus on Discord. Crystal Infinity is named after Crystal B on Discord. Case Johnson is named after Mark Johnson on Twitter. And that's it.
Cool.
So
Great fans.
yeah, thanks so much to all of you for sharing the word about Dark Future Dice and just hanging out on the Discord or on Twitter. It's everyone that listens and supports us really keeps us motivated. So all right, so we will see you in a couple weeks. Black Lives Matter and trans rights are human rights.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye.